And our first discussion this morning, we have Bishop Akalame, a foremost economist and, of course, a political analyst on our program. Now, Bishop, you're welcome to the program this morning on ITV. You're welcome. Now, also, Edward Asoleme is going to be joining us via, virtually, and when he joins us, we'll let you see him so that we take his response too. Now, Bishop, in the next couple of minutes, we're going to be looking at infrastructural developments in Edo State. I mean, the governor of Edo State, Senator Okpebholo, marking first 100 days in office. And we're looking at, his strides, and all that. But first and foremost, help us to understand this 100 days in office phenomenon. How did we get here?
Thank you very much. It's not a new thing. It started in 1933. If you are a good student of any good student of history, will know that it started in the United States of America under the President Franklin. When he came to power, he told himself that he's going to make an unprecedented contribution to the growth and development of the United States. Then in doing that, he need to set the boundary and measure performance and progress and success in the next 100 days. So when it happens, research has that that he actually did a lot of things, made a tremendous progress within that 100 days. The other days is just a benchmark to measure future performance. It is not enough to measure the success a leader has made in an office. Just like a farmer, when you want to harvest something in the future, you need to plant. You plant, you nurture, you weed, and you look into it to ensure that you harvest. That is what 100 days in office is. Our people said, Oto, meaning the money tells the day. If somebody is going to make a tremendous impact, you can know within 3 months. That is just what 100 days are about. It is not about celebration. There's no need to celebrate about 100 days in office. Enjoy this where we are coming from, that within that 3 days, a good leader will be able to have large initiatives. We'll be able to know whether it's going to be committed to those promises.
Okay. All right. So going by what you said now, that it is at the beginning. If I get that from your analogy now, it is the beginning that you have to know how far a governor will go. Now, Senator Okpebholo is acclaimed to he has really tried in the area of infrastructural development, maybe as it relates to road making and all that. Now, does that presuppose that Edo people are going to be getting more?
Yeah, for now, like I do say, it is too early to assess the performance of Senator Okpebholo in the area of infrastructural development.
Yeah, but you just said...
no, I'm coming. I'm coming. What is important is that with what he has done, there's something that he has done that actually excites me, that he was able to ensure that those projects that the past Governor Obaseki started, they are still going. That shows that government is continuous. And there's something I've seen in him. Since he has young office, I've watched him closely. He's a workaholic, moving from one place to another. Because you cannot sit in the comfort of your home to visualize the problems facing us in the States. But he goes to the spot to look at the problems in the face, then go back to the drawing board to provide, to see how we can provide solutions to this problem. With the continuation of this project that Obaseki initiated and what I've seen, and this one I flag off, I can see that Edo State will smile.
Now, talking about the programs that former Governor Obaseki initiated. Now, you discovered that in the area of revenue, collection or generation. Now, former Governor Obaseki, made a system whereby there was a thorough accountability. If you like, you could not necessarily cheat the system. But for Governor Senator Okpebholo, we're having a situation whereby he's kind of giving it to an individual, contracting it to an individual. I mean, there are reactions in that direction already that the accountability we saw with former Governor Obaseki in revenue collection, we may not have it this time.
Well, everybody have their own control measures to achieve success. Well, Governor Obaseki may have his own approach of collecting revenue. The Okpebholo, before he decided to go with this method of revenue collection, he must have sat down to look at the loopholes, where it's going to have problems, the challenges. Because there's what is called, if you are going to any business at all, there's what is called there's what is called SWOT analysis. Yes, in business, it's called SWOT analysis. You go to look at the threats. Then from this trait, you go to get some where you can provide solution to the problems you are going to face in future. So we cannot actually say that giving out to an individual, he has made a mistake. Now, Evans, let me quickly tell you something that I have seen, is that the governor, with what he has done with these 100 days, I've seen somebody who does not tolerate corruption. Yes, even with the people that work with his cabinets, you know what happens. So we don't want to go into that. So if you have been given a responsibility in terms of revenue, because that is the edging, that is the edging of the economy. The revenue, government need money to move forward. Government need money for infrastructural development. In everything that we need money. So if you have been trusted with that responsibility of revenue generation, and you go in there and you begin to siphon what does not belong to you, take what does not belong to you, then that's where we now begin to look at if the government is doing something or not. Because I believe that it has its own method of ensuring that that money is not being diverted, is being channeled to the government to use for the purpose in which that money is generated. Because we need money.
Okay.
And so that is where we are looking at. He has come up with that strategy. Let's watch if it's going to yield results.
Okay. All right. So we also have Edward Aswelime. He's joining us virtually from Abuja this morning. Edward Aswelime is an interfaith-based political analyst. Mr. Edward, a very good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Evans.
Okay.
Good morning to my people of the state.
All right, so Senator Okpebholo is marking his first 100 days in office as the governor of Edo State. Now, ordinarily, you know, for the common man, with a case in court, that would have been enough reason that he should be deterred. But it's like, from what people are seeing now, it's like we're seeing a governor that is somehow not deterred at all. I mean, with a case in court, a governor that's still having that kind of momentum to go on in infrastructural development in the state. From your own point of view, what do you think is informing that decision?
Well, what I said, but you know my take on my person, the governor of Edo State. I know him and I've spoken a lot about him. That is one that is focused, the man that is clear-minded and clear-headed, who knows what he wants to do and how he wants to go about it. The court case will not deter him at all, and I'm sure of that. And that is what you say. Because the case in the court, you can also see, even after the election, we're in the studio and I spoke, deeply about this. The case in the court is not thing to worry about. The court will consider facts and figures, and we can see where things are going. The Having said that, he has promised Edo State, Edo people, that in the next 100 days, there are things he's going to put in place. For us to know that he's serious-minded and that he's going to take Edo out of the quagmire that Edo State finds itself because of the past administration. And that is what he's doing, and I know him very well, that he will keep to push to see that Edo people get the benefit of democracy. We are grateful to God for giving us the governor. As dedicated, serious, and clear-minded in his person. So therefore, all we need to do is to support him and pray for him to succeed because he has come to work. Thank you.
So, Bishop Akalame, now, 5 points agenda that the governor came on board with, and uh, the one has to do with road as an infrastructure seems to be a major one. Now, good one to know that the governor started with roads, but some of the criticisms coming on that now is that the governor is just embarking on, doing federal roads, building federal roads, refurbishing federal roads. You hear people say now that from Benin to Ekpoma, it's better than how it was. Of course, we also understand that he flanked off the Okpebholo axis trying to make a bridge over there and all that. Now, we're looking at a governor that is trying to do the federal government bid at the expense of Edo people.
There is nothing like doing the federal government bid to at the expense of Edo people. Everything the government is, everything he wants to do, like you just mentioned, is for the benefit of Edo people. Like the Benin Auchi route is not for the benefit of Edo people. Like for me, I'm from Edo North. I'm from Agene border. Anytime I want to travel home, I have to go through Owo, which at times I'm not comfortable with. I can tell you that in the last, I had a meeting with the governor, Governor Baseki. That was the last when he was in power. I met with him one-on-one. I said, "Sir, what is happening on this road?" He told me a lot of things that, well, this is beyond repair. All these things that has reached to the federal government to do all this, and the thing is not. It's still like that. He's highly disappointed that the road is that he's not happy. So you see that Edo people, even those farmers that used to bring their farm produce via the road to the market over to make sales, they find it difficult to do that. Then you want to go to Auchi, you go through Owo, you go through Akure road. Sometimes we find it very difficult to even access Auchi. But you say a governor have come and say, okay, let's use the government, federal government influence to fix the road. It's for our benefit. Like that bridge you are seeing at Rama Park, I told you. When I contested as governor of this state, governor of this state, it was part of my manifesto. I said there must be a bridge from that NATEP to INEC office, so that those who are going to Auchi just take it straight. So when you do that, you evacuate all these traffic you see, then you will not see them. It's not only that place. I still believe that the governor should also visit Second Junction, come to Okpebholo, not short head bridge, so that if you have an appointment to meet up with right now, from here, you are driving from here, you are going to First and Second Road, you'll be surprised that you will not meet with that appointment. So if you have that initiative that a head bridge must move from that place to INEC office, so that if you are going to touch, you can move. That means every other area that is highly congested with traffic, I believe that when he's done with that, then he cannot move to other areas. Edo will have a smooth, a free flow of traffic in the state. It's a good one. It's a good one. Let me tell you something. It's not journey. It's not something you just see with the optical eyes now. The idea is incubation, which will manifest as we progress. For a man to have an idea that I want to do this, it shows that he has what it takes to ensure that that thing manifests. What about people who don't have idea at all? We have been talking about that. That will be there. It will not only be end here. If you go to Jetu Junction there, if you come to Auchi, Jetu Junction there must also be a bridge that will connect that Jetu Junction to the other side, so that if you are going to Abuja, you will not take it straight. If you are going to Abuja, you just take it straight. You will not be having issues. That is how government should run. Do those things that benefit the people. That's it. So you do the talking. We don't want a governor that will come and tell us something. At the end of the day, we will not see action. And I believe that the way it's working, this will manifest.
Okay. Edward Asolime, now the issue of security is a top agenda that the governor, contested with. And of course, we are beginning to see people, expressing their worry in that direction. Now, you live in Abuja. Major streets in Abuja are always littered up, but here in Benin, people say that it seems that we're having a situation whereby the major roads are dark at night, Now, your own organization, the interfaith-based organization, prior to the election, you were there suggesting and giving ideas to Senator Mode Okpebholo. And now that he's the governor now, we believe that those suggestions have also continued. Now, are you advising and suggesting to the governor in this direction that let us have the kind of littered roads that we have in Abuja, in Benin?
As my brother in the field said, 100 days not enough to solve a problem. that what we want to say is that every promise is kept. Everything he has said within 100 days, he has done above that, and on above that, and speak about. Let me give you an instance. Where to be in Okpebholo, the third party center around before the election. So we spoke earlier and he told me, oh, okay, there's something coming up. It's going to come for a format because of the things of what was coming in, so because of that around. That road to that center is terrible. I made a promise to really 100 days. I'll do something about it. So then I see what's happening. They talked about security, talked about this fight. I was telling you, you know, we are still about to say something. You see what he's doing already with the street. We all know the problem that has been there all these while, all these years and all these past governments. So we are taking jobs from that particular place. So the street life definitely will come up. They talk about security, it is not just about the street life. It's what has done on the hospital to you. No one has had a college experience that has government. I don't have the kind of customer we have. You see the way the empowerment, the way the empowering citizens, police, the civil defense, and even the security. I tell you, we are in for the best. We are giving all that we are pushing and we are doing all that we are afraid that this is insensitive to see that. So we talk that we keep on
All right, Bishop Akalame. Now, in the area of mineral exploration, good want to know that Edo State we have solid minerals, natural resources in abundance. And it's been, you go to Edo North, you go to Okpebholo and all that, we have the solid minerals in abundance and all that. Now, one major problem that we've seen in the state is that Edo State seems not to have harnessed these minerals, natural resources, to the best of the state's, benefit. Now, what would you want to say, what suggestions would you want to give to the governor? I mean, as he celebrates first 100 days in office, so that we begin to see these natural resources in full use in Edo State.
Yes, I actually want the governor to set up what is called a form of investment committee, because, like I told you before, there are no financial structures for the state to move to the next level. When the governor set up what I call the investment committee, they were able to explore those opportunities, the natural endowments, give it to Edo State, explore them to the economic benefits of the state. It's not only the mineral resources we're talking about. What about the tourism? Like if you go to Akoko Edo area, you go to Genebude, you have some tourist centers that the government have not really actually explored. Explore those areas because there are a lot of revenue that will come in from these areas that will help to increase the revenue base of the state. And in doing this, and I want to tell the governor that he should ensure that that promise Governor Obaseki made to Edo North, he implement it, which is the establishment of airports. But by the time we begin to explore those, set up all those tourist centers in Akoko Edo, Abenebuda, and all those areas, those tourists that will be coming, the airport that will be there will help to ensure to help the inflow of those tourists, and you create job, not only create job, direct and indirect jobs, so that the people will be out of the street. When you have this opportunity explored, even when you sell sachet water, you make money. The government cannot do everything. There are people who understand how investment goes, how we can run investment. So the government should set up a committee that oversees spot all these areas the government can tap into to generate what? Revenue. So I'm not sure they're just there. God just blessed us with something and we're not doing anything. What we do is that we go to Abuja to get our feed the bottle feed. I think we have to move away from that era. We begin to create our own. We are blessed. We tap into these opportunities and generate our own revenue. What will be coming from Abuja will become another day.
Okay. All right. So the program is still this morning on ITV on independent television, and we are looking at Senator Mode Okpebholo as the governor of Edo State, a critique into his first 100 days in office. We'll take a short breakdown, and when we return, we'll talk about revenue one more time, and let's see how the governor intends to increase the revenue generation in the state, because that seems to be a major issue as it stands now in Edo State. We'll be right back. All right, thank you one more time. The program's still right here. Now, Edward Asoleme, if we take our mind back to the former governor, talking about Godwin Obaseki, we almost saw a situation that kind of ensured a thorough accountability. How do I mean? Take, for example, in revenue generation and, of course, in revenue upkeep, we saw a situation, a kind of a system that was designed in such a way that the revenue of the state soared, increased and all that. And from what we hear from allegations since Senator Mode Okpebholo came on board, is that the revenue of the state has since dwindled. And some people say that it is connected with the way the governor came on board. I mean, maybe describing some of the methods, some of the mechanism that the former governor puts on board has been operated by non-state actors. Now, if we continue this way, I mean, we're looking at the first 100 days in office. If we continue this way, perhaps for the first tenure, is the state not going to continuously be dwindling down in revenue generation?
All right, Mr. Evans, I don't have those figures that you have or that they have that talks about simply idea. What I know is that the highest that during the university was about 50 billion per annum. That was the last report I have. I'm very sorry about it, something per annum. We think that for every month, we will not be happy about it per month. But I'm sure the figure I have for January is still another, so we don't know. It's about 24. So I would say that we must not ride on the system of capacity. There's something always better. As my brother should have said, let's give him time and see how he get it going. I think he's doing better already. So one more time, he's better. That's the one. So therefore, I don't think that any system we put in place have worked for that. We have better system, and I'm sure that at the end of the day, we'll get it already. I think right now what I do is advise them as we expand this happening and say for it that we look at these mineral resources that are being exploited by local miners, see that all of these are commodities listed up and it's not from look at the area of agriculture because the more you produce, the more money you can. So those are the things I want to say. Not actually system of capacity. What is the system? That's what this is. So we think there is much more than what it was. So let us not look at this system. I think the system that he has deployed right now, let us look at the system for his well power. And the system for adjustment, that is done. And the system is feedback. So let us look at it. We have to take a look at it. That's my statement.
So, Bishop Akalame, one major pullout from this first 100 days we're talking about now is the suspension of the 18 local government chairmen, that has remained a major talking issue. Now, as it stands now, it has generated dust in the political space in Edo State. Now, how would you want to suggest to the governor to resolve this, issue as relates to the local government chairman suspended because of failure to give accounts of their stewardship? Knowing that a law subsists in Nigeria. We'll talk about local government's financial autonomy. I mean, and hence we have a governor, a government that is suspending a local government chairman, maybe because of, I don't want to say their own rights. How would you react to this?
Well, I don't know if it's the governor that suspended them.
But that's what
I think it should be the House of Assembly.
But his government now.
I'm coming. They will be suspended by the House of Assembly, by members of the House of Assembly. Of course, these are people that represent all the local governments you have in the state. I don't really know. I'm not a lawyer. If I believe that since they are the one representing the people, from the local government in the state, I believe they have the capacity to suspend. If you are being suspended for financial recklessness, what you need to do is to clear your name. You go in there, clear your name. Because to me, it is a serious allegation when it comes to finance. That's the only area I don't like talking about. When somebody wants to rubbish your reputation and your integrity and all you have built in life is when you have to do with financial misappropriation. So I believe that when somebody indicts you that you have misappropriated public fund, just put the law aside. What is normal is that you have to import what I call moral content into it, just to ensure that you build your image, the way people look at you. Go in there, clear your name publicly that I have never taken public fund. But to me, when you steal public fund, to me it's a sin. It doesn't belong to you.
Now, this whole thing is still being alleged. So let us be careful.
That's what I'm saying. This is the question you asked me that I'm providing answers to. That they were suspended for financial misappropriation, allegedly. So if they were suspended on that note, or that basis, what is good for them to do is go in there, clear your name.
Now,
so when you do that,
let us be careful too. When we say they were suspended for financial misappropriation, I think they were suspended for the fact that they failed to render accounts of stewardship to the governor.
What is stewardship?
The reason why we're saying this now, so that it won't look as if maybe the local government chairman were caught, financial recognition and all that. So that's what we're saying.
No, it's the same thing we are discussing here. Nobody has said that maybe call them stealing money. If I said, send your report to me, let me look at it. If I say, send a report to me, maybe you work with you send a report to me, let me look at what you have done. And you fail to do that. What will come to my mind? That you are trying to play games, that something has gone wrong. So in doing that, vacate your office. Let's just look at the office. That's why I'm not a lawyer. I will not be talking about that. As I said that if they be suspended, if the House of Assembly have the right to suspend them for such action, what I will do, like I tell you, for moral, I will ensure that I go in there, render the account of stewardship to ensure that my hands are clean. Because they will not add as local government chairman. Tomorrow, some of them will come to say, oh, I'm going for House of Representatives. I am going for Senate. I want to become governor of the state. Then somebody have indicted you in the past that you refuse to render stewardship account, maybe because there are a lot of corruption or corrupt practices. So that is why there's need. If they be suspended, they have not be sacked. Suspension and sack are not the same thing. You are suspended, that is for the interim, pending when that issue is being addressed. If you clear your name, and you now see that your hands are clear and the committee set up, so the hands are clear, then you resume your office accordingly. It is when you not clear your name that you not follow the line of the law, which is very crucial. So that is my own take in this.
Okay. All right, so Edward Asolime, perhaps you also want to talk about the suspension of the 18 local government chairmen, because it's a major talking issue as we look at Okpebholo's first 100 days in office. So I think we're having, since apologies there, we're having some sound quality issues with Edward Asolime. Now, back to said now, Bishop Akhalame. Uh, you know, with the governor, trying to resolve this whole issue now. So what are your suggestions? Though you have said that they should be called back and all that. But we're seeing a situation whereby there is a federal directive, maybe a directive from the president or even a legislation, a bill and all that from the federal government and all that. And the same All Progressives Party now, and we have a state governor of the same party. Some political analysts have narrowed it down to political I don't want to use the word political rascality now, but political misunderstanding, and maybe among politicians of the same political party.
You see, like the governor of Edo State is from APC, your Progressive Congress. And the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that came with that law is also under the platform. That I believe that they should be talking to each other. They should be talking. So while we are watching. So I don't think, I don't believe that your leader will make a law and you, under the same platform, will not like to implement it. So that's why I said, whatever that is happening is best known to them. I cannot say anything more because I don't know anything that is happening in that regard. What I know and what I can say is that if the way it is now, what we need is peace in Edo State, and those things that will make the state to move to the next level, those things that will enhance the progress, the growth and development of Edo State. If there are issues that needed to be settled by the governor, the local government chairman, I think we still have 1 or 2 years to go, right? So if there are issues they need to settle, and the local government chairman, they know what is happening with them. So we are just saying what we know. But the major thing, if they are holding meetings, what is the bone of contention? Let's settle it so that we can look at other issues that will help navigate the state to another level. That's my take. So I cannot say more about that because I don't even know what has happened.
All right, so some say that his first 100 days in office is not reflecting a full constituted government. Perhaps maybe they are making an allusion to trying to compare first 100 days of Senator Okpebholo to other governments we've had in Edo State. I mean, a situation whereby we seem not to still have a full executive council in the state. Now, I'll direct that question to Edward Asolime. Now, Mr. Edward, how would you react to what people say, that first 100 days in office, we still don't have a fully constituted government? I mean, talking about some commissioners are not there and all that. Edward Asolime?
Like I made. I want to talk about the cabinet, like the full commissioner and all of that. There are things that we out there cannot details of. Okay, but what we are very happy about is that the government is progressing in a manner that does have for people for most of the things that we want to do with people about to happen. However, I will encourage the governor whatever we could see that it's complicated on time. Because that will help people from 1 month for 1 month at a time. There's nothing wrong. We have seen other situations where it doesn't take more time. So it's not that it's right. But I like to, whatever is happening, whatever is the case, we encourage you to see that not too long from now that's happening. So I don't think that's wrong. That's not happening.
I think we apologize for that low sound quality now. So as we wrap it now, Bishop Akhalame, trying to criticize Senator Okpebholo for not having a full cabinet, first 100 days in office and all that. I don't know how you want to react to that.
I mean, it's too early to even criticize the governor. after just 3 months. It's too early. And I've seen some governors who resume office that waited for 6 months, even before constituting their cabinet. When he came aboard, I discovered that he made some very important appointments. He showed a man that is determined to work.
But we are looking at issues of governance here.
When you want to deliver to the people, you have to prepare the house. That's what he has been doing. You don't just wake up and only he cannot do the job. And the people he will work with to deliver these promises to the people, he has been doing that. You see, I'm very impressed. When he came, he started making some good appointments. There are people that will work with him to deliver to these people. Have you not seen some governor that will assume office? Only him, the governor, the deputy, and the secretary will be running the government for just 6 months. People will be talking. But it's not like that in this case. That's why I call him a workaholic governor. It's working. And we have to watch him. That these 3 months that we are talking about is too early to determine whether he is failing or is succeeding. That's right now. But with what I've seen, it shows some characteristics of a governor who is ready to work for Edo people.
Okay. All right. So we want to say thank you, Bishop Akalame, for coming on the show.
Thank you very much.